rough around this way. You know, some winter weather, knocking out power, things being intermittent. My heat pump just went out. So yeah, heat pump's gone. So yeah, we got a lot of things going on today. I got a company coming out trying to look at the heat pump, look at the furnace system. I see Nasty Stu is first in the live chat, RaceX210, and Paul in the live chat. How y'all doing, man? So let's get ready to go over this. Do not forget, by the end of this video, we are going to go ahead and spin the wheel again for somebody to get this giveaway. This does include the Lewis Hamilton memorabilia card, Gem in 10. What's going on, Galactus? But let's talk about driver numbers have been official. So we're going to run through these quickly. This is mainly for the giveaway. Also, do not forget the grudge race is postponed. And if the power does go out, please understand I will try to start another live when power is restored. But we're going to try to get this done before it happens because it's been happening off and on throughout the weekend because of the snowstorm, they so-called. We got about, I think we ended up getting about 6 or 7 inches of snow in some places. So it is kind of crazy. So let's just go ahead and go over this right now. We will see that Jack Dawn is Kimi Räikkönen's old number. He's going to be lucky number 7. Pierre Gasly is going to be 10. And as you see, Kabashi's old number. So some of these numbers were owners, or their owners were previously in Formula One, and now they have this number. I'm not too sure if I need to see because I'm not too sure how many numbers, if at all, any numbers have been retired, kind of like football and basketball, not kind of like football and basketball. I think Lamar Jackson had his number retired at Louisville where he played. Of course, Ray Lewis' number is retired with the Ravens, all things like that. But as we go into next, and I know y'all want to get to that red scarlet team, but we got Aston Martin up next. And as you see, Fernando Alonso, no previous owner, number 14. Lance Stroll, not like we really give a damn, no previous owner, 18. And I'm almost wondering, and I would probably bet that Lance Stroll's number, after he gets done with it, may not be donned by anybody. Nobody might want Lance Stroll's number because it's kind of like, man, if I get that number, am I going to have that type of career? And plus, I don't know if I got somebody rich enough to keep me in Formula One if I got that type of career. So that is what it is. The next set is Ferrari, and that is, of course, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, 16 and 44. Of course, we already knew. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm very excited to see what that 44 looks like on a Ferrari and how Ferrari are going to come out with their new livery. What's the car going to look like? Because there's a lot of concept things going on out there, but Ferrari's cars always look good. The red, black, and yellow, the ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard, and the black pepper is always good. It's always a good combination, even on a hamburger. Get some ketchup, get some mustard, get a little mayo, a little black pepper. Got a good hamburger, smash burger at best. So, but I know a lot of people want to see what that 44 is going to look like, and supposedly Lewis Hamilton may be driving at the shakedown, but we will see about that. Frederick will also make some comments about Lewis Hamilton and his transition into Marinolo's squad, so we'll see how that goes and how all that plays out. We will likely hear a lot about that as Lewis Hamilton. Next team up as far as numbers is Haas, and that is the fake American team. And yeah, I do mean fake when I say fake. And right there, we have Esteban Ocon with 31, no previous owner. We have Oliver Berman with 87, no previous owner. So having his own number in there and not having to worry about another driver having it before. So he's going to be able to make his own lane in that number. And that is a cool thing. And this is also a team that many of us will be watching because this is one of the rookies coming on to the grid to now occupy a second seat permanently from the beginning of the season. So we'll see how they participate. And also Haas had a little bit of razzle-dazzle kind of performances within perspective to where they were before. So we're kind of looking to see if they're going to turn that momentum over, or are we going to kind of hit a stalemate and they're going to reset and then maybe we see a little bit more from them again. But would be nice to see if Haas can keep that up going, especially with these drivers. Nasty Stu says, I would love to see a Nasty Stu, thank you, bro. I have been saying that. I have been saying this. Ferrari, when they do a livery shift in the season, do a yellow Ferrari. People act like yellow Ferraris don't exist. That canary yellow comes from somewhere. I want to see a yellow Ferrari. I don't want to see red. I'm not even mad if you do a black carbon Ferrari, but I want to see a yellow Ferrari, bro. I want to see a yellow Ferrari. I'm with you, Nasty Stu, all day, brother. Appreciate you on that. Sharing that perspective. Yellow would be crazy. It would be crazy if they do a nice yellow with black carbon with some red pinch. Oh, my goodness, man. Say it again, bro. So Next team up that we'll have, I just got to say Ferrari, yellow. I'm with you, Nasty Stu. I'm all the way with you on that, brother. Next teams up, we have Sauber and McLaren. So Sauber, we talked a little bit about them earlier this weekend. Not very exciting. I'm not very excited to see what they're going to do. I'm really not cool with how the drivers had a very dull season last season in regard to what this team did. But Gabriel Bortoleto is going to have Sebastian Vettel's old number 5. So there are some things that come along with that. And then Nico will have 27, no previous owner. So I will say, kind of like CeeDee Lamb got 88, Michael Irvin's number. That's a tall order to live to. CeeDee Lamb's done pretty good so far. I wouldn't say he's as great as a Michael Irvin yet. He's got some more years to get up on his belt with good elite play. But I would say that you're having Seb's old number, and then you're at Sauber. It's kind of like, but could this, could this kind of be like, hey, Seb, a lot of people thought Seb would be coming into Audi when they became Audi. But if Bortoleto's got his number, of course, he would have to change if Seb was going to do that. But then kind of does this mark that Seb is not coming back to Formula One? Because I would wonder if he talked to Seb about that before getting that number to say, hey, I want to do 5. I know you were the previous owner. Is it something that you plan on doing? And maybe Seb's like, I'm not coming back to Formula One. I'm done racing. So maybe that's the case. But I think if I was Bortoleto, I would have chose a different number. I don't know if I would have chose Seb's number. And especially without any conversation, maybe a conversation was had. But I think I would want my own number. That's a 4-time world champion consecutive. And I think the youngest world champion at that point in time, I think he still holds that. So I think certain numbers, Formula One probably should consider retiring if able, depending on their accolades and what they've done in the sport and how far. So maybe Seb not quite there to retire, but I would think he is. I would think that he is, given what he did, especially if you set a precedent. I think Lewis Hamilton, surely number should be retired. Like when he leaves, like 44 should be done. Like you can't get it anymore. But we'll see. And then right here, we got McLaren with Lando Ford, Oscar with 81. Lando has Max Chilton's number. And maybe that's why Lando always lets Max by, because he's got a max number. And so he usually turns into a doorman, not even realizing his own potential and what he could really do. And he's kind of like, I'm a number 2 driver, even if I'm not driving for Red Bull. I got to see Lando come out with more heart. This season. I'm just being straight up. Like, Lando got to really turn it up. A little bit disappointing in some of those battles that we saw. Held his ground one time, then kind of cowered and tucked tail on some other battles. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that in McLaren. Next up, we do have Mercedes and the Racing Bulls now. You know, formerly Toro Rosso, formerly AlphaTauri, formerly Visa Cash App Racing. Now they are the Racing Bulls. Red Bull, of course, having 2 teams, 4 drivers, 4 cars on the grid at all times. Pretty unfair, but it is what it is. Kimi Antonelli will have Felipe Nassar's number 12. George Russell has no previous owner as he is number 63. This is also one of those teams that we will be watching for several reasons. One reason is we want to see if this car is going to improve. Some think that possibly, car was crap until Lewis left, and all of a sudden there's going to be a W16 that comes out of nowhere and is a bat out of hell. I don't know if that's going to happen. The other reason, Mary says, hey, Jay, number 5 was Nigel Mansell's my hero first. Okay, bet. Previous owner was Seb, but yes, Nigel Mansell's numbers as well. And I think that's a wrong. And that's what I'm saying. Like, some of those numbers is, I get it though. In racing, as long as it's not occupied on the grid, you can get it. I just think some numbers, depending on what you do, you probably should consider retiring them. That's just my opinion. Mercedes, Kimi, we're watching that to see what this rookie is going to do. A lot of hopes and dreams for him, and a lot of people thinking that it's going to be awesome, but you just never know when these rookies come on. I mean, you get a small little glimpse, and if that glimpse is okay, we kind of exaggerate it and make it bigger than it is. Like they were saying, his lap times faster than Max Verstappen, but also he spun off track, which means maybe his lap times are faster because he was really driving through there in such a way that the tires weren't ready, the car wasn't ready, and Max wasn't even warmed up. So I was kind of like, I'm not really taking that. I'll take that with a grain of salt. Racing Bulls, Hajar, and Also, you will see right here Yuki Tsunoda, which is really cool. That Hadjar's getting an opportunity. As you see, previous owners, Nico and Latifi, not great situation there with Latifi. And then we got Jensen Button with Yuki. And so Yuki is in a very funny situation. Yuki, I'm really just believing, like, they kind of screwed him. Red Bull kind of screwed Yuki, honestly. Screwed him, not giving him the opportunity. Screwed him with the contractual situation where he could have had an opportunity to go to greener pastures or maybe somewhere if somebody was going to give him a real opportunity. And now he's there, and then we got to see where he's going to end up. Hadjar coming in, getting a gift pretty much. He's going to be in there. Hadjar's, like I said, he was right behind Bortoleto in the F2 championship. So we're going to see what he's going to do. That's going to be interesting, especially their personalities, Yuki and Hadjar. That we might get some very nice radio messages, very entertaining radio messages in 2025. So keep a lookout for that. And then the next squads up are Williams. We got Williams last but not least. Hopefully it's not that winning championship. And we got Alex Albon 23 and Carlos Sainz 55. Carlos being the new driver there, going over there to see how and what he can do to contribute to Williams' continued success, and they're moving up. And I will say that I think Oliver Berman, Antonelli, all these guys that people are really hyped on, they didn't even finish top 5 in the championship points. So it is what it is. Wildcat says 5 has been my car number since F1 2023. Honor Seb, Gabriel, better treated with respect. V5 always in my heart. Good day, fam. Peace of love. Peace of love to you, Wildcat. Wildcat, brother, I'm waiting to see when we had this next grudge race where you going to be, man, because you have absolutely been balling. We thought you was going to have that 3P. It didn't happen, but it doesn't mean it won't happen again, so we will see that. Now, let's go ahead and do what we're here for. We are going to get this wheel spin on and see who is going to have the Lewis Hamilton memorabilia card along with the purple bag, the blue bag, and BR Racing shirt. So that is what's coming up next. I am very excited about this. Now, remember, same rules apply, people. Same rules apply. You will have until next Friday to claim the prize. You'll have until next Friday to claim the prize. After next Friday, I'm telling you right now, if it is not claimed, it will go back up for another wheel spin until we get down to the last name on this wheel and somebody claims it. That is what I'm telling you right now. So I suggest that you go ahead if and when I call your name, you go ahead and claim it. Like, hit me up. You got to get me your shipping address, your name, your number, your email, all of that stuff. So we're about to spin this wheel now, see what we got coming up. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Yes, sir. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to see whose name is going to be on here. All right, so we're going to get this wheel up. Let's go ahead and spin that thing. Oh, Dillison 100. So listen, man, that is what you have right there. Dillison 100. Make sure you contact me. Make sure you contact me to get that prize, all right? To get that prize. If you don't contact me by Friday, you should be watching the videos. This is what it's about. You got to be watching the videos and doing all that. And then you should be contacting me Instagram, Twitter, or the Discord. Dillison 100, you are now able to claim the Lewis Hamilton and the card situation. Go ahead and make sure you get with me. All right, we're going to remove all instances of that. So I'm going to make a note about this, and we will put that on the bag right there and go from there. Dillison 100. So we'll put that right there, claim it by Friday, or it goes back up for spin again. Remove all instances. So this list just got shorter, all right? That list just got shorter. So you better reach out. Big shout out. We will see how that goes. I can't wait for somebody to get that big shout out. Galactus congratulating in the chat. Mary Beanie, listen, I think I already responded to you in Discord. I responded to you in Discord about that. You gotta, if I didn't, I thought I did, reach out to FedEx. That's why I give you the tracking numbers. That's why I give you the information. reach out to FedEx. If not, that is unfortunate, but you should be able to reach out to FedEx, and there should be a claim process. There should be a process to get it. I know Uno got his. I see yours is there. So make sure they have it. And just because I don't think it's lost. Like, your tracking should say something. And if you haven't reached out and actually talked to FedEx and gave them the tracking number and had a conversation with them to see what's going on, you probably shouldn't say it's lost yet. So reach out to them. And if you have a situation like this, hit me in the Discord. The live chat is not the place for us to have these conversations anyway, so I can assist you with that. Hit me in the Discord. Hit me in a direct message, all right? So big shout out to Thillison. We're celebrating you having the opportunity to get this prize. And also, people have to realize a lot of these prizes being sent out. Hey, if they don't get there, or if you miss them and they get sent back. Now, if this prize gets sent out and it gets sent back, then guess what? It's going to go back up just like it did the previous time for somebody else, okay? So big shout out to Thillison. You are right now able to claim this prize, and big shout out to everybody. I see Wildcat. Matter of fact, man, are you going to have the number 5 when we have the next grudge race? Because I want to see you with the number 5 big. I wonder if there's a way for you to design and customize a big number 5 on one of the Formula One cars if we use F1 World cars, Wildcat. So if you can make that happen, man, because I would like to see a nice number 5 car on the grid the next time we race, all right? Big shout out to everybody. I am about to go get ready so that this company can come over and try to work on this heat pump, because that is what we have going on right now. Damn, shit's crazy with this storm and power outages. I'm glad the power didn't go out while we were on here and we could get that done. I will see you all soon. Peace and love. I am out. Peace.